Hello and welcome back to a new speed build, and this one's for Newcrest. And it's been a long time since I've actually done a build for Newcrest. Like, I've literally just done one and then I stopped for like ages. Actually, let's see how long ago was my last video. It was probably about like ages ago. Yeah, no, I'm really sorry about that. Like, the last one was in July, which is really great timing, you know. The second one's out in October, isn't that great? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But this one I'm very happy with. I'm probably more happy with than the last one. Like, I thought the last one was good, but I actually really love this one. And it just ends up working out really well. And I'm just really happy about it. And basically, it's kind of inspired because I recently went up north in England, and I saw a lot of houses that kind of had this style where they had a very like tall kind of bit at the front where you know what I mean, like it's got like the triangular roof. What I do right over here, that long bit to the right of the lot that's got the big roof over it. They had a lot of buildings similar to that with a window on the second floor of that, although of course there isn't actually a second floor. And yeah, I think it just looks quite nice, honestly. I mean, of course, because we're in England, you don't really do panelling much, so it was all like brick there. But I mean, I use panelling in this anyway. So yeah, yeah. But ultimately, I'm very happy with how it is. You know, it's very very clean. I went with like a style of furnishing similar to what you see in IKEA. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about going for, because I was like, oh, yeah, that just seems kind of interesting. I do actually put a dormer in over here, but right at the last minute, I don't think I do it on camera, I do get rid of it, because it cost like just a ridiculous amount of money, and I really wanted to add a couple more things, and I was just like, no. But ultimately, this house leaves you like, I think it's about 19 simoleons left over, so you do need to start working straight away. But we do also have a lot of what are they called? A lot of activities. So we've got a bookshelf, TV, microphone, I guess, and that's really it. But I mean, there's plenty of room for expansion. Like, I got 2 desks, one in each room, so you can put a computer there once you can afford it. So yeah, like I said, there's plenty of room for expansion in that sense, I suppose. But yeah, no, it just comes along very well, really. I actually did furnish the entire house, and then I got rid of all that furnishing. So right towards the end of this section of the video, you'll just see me, like, I put in all these walls, and then suddenly they'll all be gone. That's basically just because I was like, I don't like it. It just didn't look right, like, everything was so plain. I do think from now on I should probably start looking more at inspiration. So I think looking at the IKEA rooms and stuff did give me a lot of inspiration. Like, in one of the rooms, I've got like this kind of like a mint coloured bed sheet, and right next to it is a desk with a yellow chair, and the yellow chair is inspired by something which I saw in like an IKEA photo, and it just looks really nice, this house. Honestly, I kind of really want to play in it. It just, yeah, it's called what's it called? It's called Fleur de Champ, and that means flower of fields. I am very creative. Like, I had to look it on Google Translate. That's just quite bad, to be honest, because I'm doing French at GCSE, so I should really know that, but I don't, so whatever. I was always, okay, so I've actually done another house for this section of Newcrest before, but I didn't like it. It was like really old-fashioned, and I was very set on having like a sort of pathway that goes out onto the path on the side of the house as well, so I kind of did that. Kind of random. I do end up getting like rid of everything at the back, like pretty much that's all the landscaping at the back of the house, apart from like a flower and a rock, just because I really couldn't afford it. Like, the landscaping is very like minimum in this house. It's got I literally use like the same little bit of grass and the flowers, the cheapest flowers, like the 35 simoleon flowers upscaled, and this garden I completely get rid of because I couldn't afford it at all. Looking back, I probably could have a little bit, but I still got rid of it. I also got rid of that because that's just pointless. Like, why is that there? No one really cares what's on the side of the house. Yeah, I really wanted to put in like a birch tree. They're like my favourite trees. But are they birch? Okay, no, I'm sorry. Oh, beech, actually. I think it's beech. Aspen tree. Well, we're going with birch because it looks kind of like birch, I think. I just like the detail on it. It's just very aesthetic. But no, I'm overall just really happy with how this house turned out. It just looks... I went with a white flooring in the house, which is something I never do, but I'll get onto that later. Let's see. Story time. Do I have a story time? I haven't done like a build video in such a long time. I feel kind of bad about that. I also I remember last week, or a couple of weeks ago, I uploaded a video and it was one of my Let's Play episodes at parts, and I was like, oh, sorry for the long wait in between videos, but I'm going to start uploading more No, it didn't upload frequently at all. I failed really badly at that. This house is actually 3 bedrooms, except one of them's not furnished, so it has got a lot of room for expansion. And you could use it as like a sort of family home, I guess. You just probably have to refurnish. I mean, you don't have to, but you could refurnish one of the bedrooms. Really, that's kind of what you have to do. I mean, they can both really pass as teenage bedrooms, but I made them specifically for the purpose of roommates. Here I'll show my friend like what colouring I could use. She was very set on the green though, so I chose green in the end. It does look quite nice. I do like the green. I think with the green eyes, I really like it. So I always try and reserve it for like a big build, or like I'm like, I don't want to use it right now. Like, what if I want to use it later on, and then it doesn't look as good, and I'm just being over worrying. Like, yeah. I think I'm probably gonna go with the next 2 lots, which will be the 30 by 20 lots. Oh, I paused a bit. Anyway, the next 2 lots, they'll probably be about like 2 stories high, and I'm thinking about like a 30,000/40,000 kind of budget. I'd really like appreciate it if you guys give me like suggestions at all on what sort of budgets you'd like to see, because I love building on budgets, and honestly, give me like in the comments below, just give me any sort of suggestions as to what sort of purpose I should build them for. So like, you could do family home and like describe the family or something like that, because I did a poll on Twitter. Actually, let's check this out. Yeah, I did a poll on Twitter, and it's all about how I was thinking about either doing the no, please, okay, right, doing my Newcrest houses and my renovating Willow Creek houses, whether I was gonna make them like super realistic, and like super nice, or maybe like more realistic, so like kind of casual, maybe less fancy or like clean. And this one obviously is kind of clean, but it's quite IKEA-ish, which is kind of different to the last one, which was just sort of, well, it was what it was really. But yeah, it's just kind of like that. And I originally it came out 50/50, and I did it again, and it's come out, most people want it like realistic and relatable. So I think I do think I did that a bit with this as well, though, because I do show like the kind of personalities. For example, I made the bedroom at the back of the house for like a kind of sporty. Oh, I love what I did here as well. That's kind of inspired by something which I saw in Nike magazine. It's like this cool ledge thing, and underneath it we could probably put like a washing machine or something, but we don't have that in The Sims 4 at least. But I'm okay. I'm not salty at all. I actually am not, but like I make it sound like I am. Yeah, no, the one at the back is for like an active/sporty sim. They even have like a locker as their dresser. I'm not sure if people like that, but I like it. And the front one's more of like a clean, maybe like a comedic or like sim who likes singing, maybe, especially with Sam My Shuno coming out. That's not the name of it, that's the name of the world. Oh, let's talk about city living for a moment. I'm so excited, you have no idea. Like, it's gonna be so good. I'm doing an LP for it, and I kind of planned this out quite like strategically. So I thought of all the festivals, all the careers, all the new activities, and I've combined them all to create the Sims, 3 Sims, because I thought 3 careers, may as well do 3 Sims. I don't want to overdo it. Living in an apartment together. So I'm going to read out what the Sims are like. So first we have our main Sim, which is going to be like, he's going to be active, a music lover, and romantic, and he's gonna have the social media. He's gonna be social media. So you're probably like, I think because he's a music lover who likes singing and stuff, so he can probably do that and sing. You know, he just takes aesthetic pictures with his camera. I don't know. And he's gonna have the city native aspirations. He's sort of like a newcomer to the city. And the other one's going to be a social sim, and I'm thinking making that sim asexual, so it'll be kind of like, so he's a goofball, foodie, and unflirty. I'm kind of using the unflirty trait as if he's asexual. I know that's not necessarily what it has to be used as, but that's how I'm going to use it. So he's not too interested in love. Actually, no, you're kind of like asexual / demisexual. I don't know. Demisexual is when you're not attracted to anyone sexually or romantically. But yeah, I'm gonna make him a food critic because foodie, and also the foodie kind of ties into all the food carts and stuff from the spice market. Goofball, mischief and hijinks, and you know, with my other one, active, just ties in with basketball, music lover with singing and like karaoke and street performing, and romantic with the romance festival. And he's got so the social theme is going to be like a food critic. And I think he'll become quite successful. He's gonna have a party aspiration, not that it matters. And I'm gonna have another sim. I've named her the Angry Sim. I don't even know why. So she's an art lover, so I'm gonna have her sort of do like a lot of art, probably a lot of like political kind of art. I mean, you know, you can't like do political art, but whatever. I'm gonna make her hot-headed. So she's quite and she's a politician, of course. So she's quite an angry sort of person. And she's also a vegetarian, so that's quite cool. And she's gonna have the painting aspiration, I think. So yeah, like I've thought it out quite a lot. I'm trying to think about this. So yeah, also the social sim and the main sim of the LP are gonna love playing like the video game console together. So they'll probably go to GeekCon together in a couple parts. But yeah, I do actually love this bathroom. Usually I don't bother with bathrooms, but I thought I had to this time, and it does end up looking quite nice actually. Yeah. But I'm so looking forward to it. I'm going to have them live maybe in the spice market. Probably in the spice market. Or the fashion district. Or the art district. I don't really know. One of those two. I kind of want to do it so they make their way up. So we're going to see them go to all districts and move to all districts. I just want to kind of talk a little about it. I'm so excited for you. I have no idea. I'm really annoyed that it's coming out later in the UK. I want explanations, okay? Now. Why is it coming out 2 entire days later? I actually don't really understand that. It's probably more to do with like beta testing things, so someone finds a problem with the game, like the CD explodes, I don't know, that's not realistic. But anyway, a lot of people complained because you can't go into elevators and stuff, and whilst I do think that's kind of annoying, like, it's such a minute issue in my opinion, like, I couldn't care less. I'm just being really honest. I could not care less about not being able to go into elevators. Like, I know it's a bit stupid that they're just sort of like there, but at the same time, like, I can kind of understand it, and also I just personally I can understand why people care, but I think people are getting a bit angry. I think everyone is though. We've just been so deprived of news. Let's be real, but now we aren't because we're doing city living stuff, which is exciting. People are annoyed that you can't make apartments. I was really annoyed at that. Well, I wasn't really annoyed. I was a bit sad about that at first, but I'm over it. I'm so over it now, because I kind of realised that, like, I don't know, I don't really care. Like, I don't really see myself really making that many apartments. It is quite, if you think about it, it's quite a complicated thing that they have to sort out, that also a lot of people probably wouldn't be using, if you think about it, because, you know, you've got to think about it like this. Each apartment would count as a separate lot, yet if you want to build it, it has to all be on one, like, you know, you've got to all build it on one lot. So honestly, I can really understand why they didn't make apartments buildable, in my opinion at least. Like, it seems a lot more complicated. People are getting very angry though. I'm just gonna say, each to their own, respect everyone's opinions. That's what I kind of go by. I try to, at least. I've been blocked quite a few times on Twitter. That's actually really bad. I've got into like full-blown arguments with people. I mean, the thing is, it's not me starting the arguments. Usually I'm defending someone because someone's just being like rude to them. Like, I remember someone was, I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm gonna move past this, okay? This is the yellow child's room, so this is like the kind of, I really love this room. This room is probably one of my favourite rooms. But yeah, I just sort of like, I've been blocked like by a few people. I've been blocked, like, there's a guy who unblocked me, I don't even know why, like, who blocked me, I don't know why, like, and I like his videos, I don't know why, it's really unfair. But yeah, I'm so excited for city living. It's gonna be great. Ooh, I'm so excited. I keep making so many noises. I'm actually so excited. There's just so much to do. It's like so dynamic. I think so far we haven't had a particularly terrible Sims 4 EP. Get Together was great. I love Get Together. I feel that people are starting to undermine Get Together just because they're kind of getting old with it, because obviously as time goes on, you know, you're more excited for this one. But I think, let's be real, we all love Get Together. Get Together is a good EP. People are starting to say it's bad. Like, I'm so confused. There are people who say it's good and then say it's bad. Like, what? I don't understand. No, Get to Work, I admit, was like, maybe it could have been a bit better. But I think also, like, it's still pretty good. Like, I think as for a first expansion pack, it definitely beats World Adventures. I have to say that. Oh god, I sound so posh. I was like, oh, I have to say that, but like, no, I'm sorry. I need to. Oh yeah. So here I've changed the dormer into like a roof because it's just cheaper. But yeah, no, I'm so excited for City Living. I am gonna do an LP on it. I was gonna do an LP on Get Together, but that like fell through, so I didn't do that. But yeah, I'll probably like build and part on. What's a bit confusing is you have. I kind of get it though. Like you can't upload an entire apartment thing, like not the complex, just like the rooms, the apartment. You can't upload an apartment to the gallery. You have to upload it room by room, which I understand, but also I think it would also like a group rooms by like clicking, like you could do like shift click on each room, and then you could upload them all to the gallery. Like there could be like an upload room group option, and the thumbnail is just like an overhead view. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I think that's a good idea actually. Okay, I'm gonna put that to EA. At EA, please do my idea, because it's good. I haven't even recorded the fly through of this video. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking about maybe doing screenshots instead of like videos. Just let me know what you think, because I find screenshots a lot easier to do. But yeah, let me know if you'd really need me to do the fly through things, showcase or not. Anyway, so this build will be up on #SwiftlySim and #Newcrest on the gallery, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.